Hey,
Hello and welcome to the Positive Property Show. Exciting. And
fabulous. Good to see you, Georgie.
good to see you too. You're really low. You should bring your camera down a little bit because look at me. I'm really high compared to you. Look at that. That's more like it. Now we're on an even playing field. Now, today we're going to talk about smart investing and how to keep yourself safe.
Yes,
So this is going to be good. It's going to be great. So if anyone out there wants to invest in property, and you're not sure how to keep yourself safe and you think it's risky, this is the show you need to watch so you can learn.
correct. Absolutely.
Because last week we spoke about the one thing holding people back, and we said the one thing that gets in the way of people investing successfully, what holds people back, it's not resources, it's not strategy, it's actually fear of failure.
So, mindset.
Yeah. But now we're going to get to how to keep yourself safe. And this, we flip the script because
Yeah,
keeping yourself
absolutely.
safe, mindset doesn't play much into it. What plays into it is actually other things. And that's what we're going to talk about today.
That's right. It's what it comes down to the title, actually safeguarding yourself.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. And
creating that imaginary little safety net that
yes,
covers all the areas.
well, I'm going to talk about my number one rule for investing today. And by the way,
Fantastic.
if you're watching live, type in hashtag live. Thank you, Adam. Good to see you. And if you're watching the replay, type in hashtag replay. What I was going to say is my number one rule for investing is don't lose any money.
Absolutely.
That's my number one rule. And I tell you what, it's very, very important. I'm going to tell you a little story about what I've been doing here in Bali.
Fabulous.
Okay, so what's been happening is I'm looking at buying property here in Bali, and
Awesome.
buying in Bali is different and obviously riskier than buying in Australia. Now, I'm a resident of Indonesia, but I'm not a citizen.
Hmm.
And here in Indonesia, if you're a citizen and you go to court with someone that's just a resident or not a resident, you're probably going to win, right? That's just the way it works. So, as a non-citizen of Indonesia, I'm going to be super careful what I do. And I'll tell you what I did. I found an amazing block of land.
Here we go. Here comes,
Amazing block
here
of land.
comes the story. Here comes the story, and hopefully this is going to tie into this whole safeguarding, right,
Well,
Georgie? We're not going on a tangent here.
I've got actually copied the title certificate and everything else like that. So what happens is we negotiate a deal and we decide to buy this land, and it's $1.4 million. And here in Bali, you can't actually get a loan. You've got to pay cash. So it's a
Oof.
big investment. So anyway,
Yeah.
so we all meet at the real estate agent's office. I've got my notary, which is like a conveyancer, and they've got theirs. And we sit down, and they're talking in a different language. I'm thinking, I wish I bought myself a translator because I don't know what they're doing. They're going to translate for me after what they've said, right? So
Wow.
I'm already a little bit nervous. Anyway,
That's a tiny bit out there.
Anyway, and I'm thinking, this guy's explaining a lot of stuff, way too much stuff. What's going on? So he's explaining blah, 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 blah. Anyway, they go, oh, look, here's the certificate. We just want to be honest with you. There's a little note on the certificate. What that means is there's a caveat.
Wow. That's a nice little bit of little information at the end of the scenario.
I mean, I've driven all this way, I've sat down for an hour, and then they're like, oh, by the way, after we've agreed on the price, we've negotiated for weeks on the price. And then they go, oh, just a little caveat, but don't worry, it's totally fine. I said, what do you mean fine? I said, look, when I buy a property, I want complete, clear title to my property, whatever it is, right? Right. So you don't want to buy a property or a house or a car or anything if it's like encumbered, right? You want unencumbered, clear title.
Absolutely.
And one of the rules is you just don't buy anything that hasn't got a clear title. Now,
Correct.
this property is amazing because it's like 2 minute walk to the beach. It's the third house down from the beachfront in Batu Balong. So it is probably one of the best blocks in the whole island. It's amazing, perfect location. But a lot of times, if it seems too good to be true, it's too good to be true. Now, fortunately, I've got a lot of experience and I don't allow emotions to take over. And I said, thank you. Once you get rid of the caveat, give me a call and we'll start negotiating again. Until then, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Bye-bye.
Wow.
And that's it. So,
That's like, hey, here you go. How about these apples? No, we don't have apples.
well,
They're actually
and
pears here.
because here in Indonesia, what happens is when you buy a property, you don't put your money in a trust account. You actually put it in the owner's bank account,
Oof.
which
That
makes me even
sounds,
more uncomfortable. I know, exactly.
that's crazy.
So the thing is,
Wow, this is where you have to actually sit back and go, as much as we've got rules and regulations in Australia, there's a reason. There's a reason.
yeah,
It does make us feel a bit more comfortable in a country like Australia.
exactly. And so look, buying property in Australia is probably, if you ask me, the safest country in the world to buy property. Because with Australia, we've got very strong consumer laws.
Yep.
And Torrens Title actually got invented in Australia,
Yes.
which is the best way to actually move land across. We've
Yep.
got a very fair, equitable system that's really clear and really easy. So what happens is, if something is got a caveat on it or something's wrong with a property, you can't do the transfer, right? Because what these people said to me, they said, look, don't worry about the caveat. You can still do the transfer. And I'm thinking, I don't want to do a transfer if it's dodgy because it might wind back again, right? Where in Australia, it wouldn't happen. So let's move on to safeguarding yourself. Because
Beautiful.
So the way to safeguard yourself is, one, unless you're an expert, you shouldn't be making all the calls when it comes to property investment. Right? Like this. If you had to get your appendix out, you wouldn't do some research on the internet
Hey, I'm Dr. Nick.
and look at some Reddit files, and you wouldn't be going, okay, I think we should be doing this or that. No, what you do is you go to an expert that's licensed, a doctor.
Probably he's got a bit of experience, i.e., a few years.
Well, no, you want someone that has done many appendix.
Correct.
And on a constant basis. So whatever surgery you want, you don't want a general practitioner that's done it once or twice. You want someone that does it every week.
Yeah,
So if
exactly.
you're going to get a facelift, you want someone that does facelifts every week. You're going to get a kidney transplant every week. Everything, you want someone that's done it all the time.
Exactly. That goes across anything.
Now, if you were going to go skydiving, you wouldn't try to work out how to do it yourself, would you?
No way.
No, because you'd end up dead, right?
Or what about the guy in the corner that offers jumps for $50, cheap,
Exactly.
and you go up in a dodgy plane, and you turn around, and you say, before you go up, how many jumps have you done? He goes, oh, maybe 2 or 3 by myself.
Well, he
hasn't even done tandem. Hello.
What you want is someone that really knows what they're doing, and you want someone that's got good systems in place and has done it before for other people. Because recently there was a skydiver, and they forgot to pack the chute, and they jumped out without a parachute.
No way. That's just horrible.
Can you believe that? And imagine you've jumped out and you're feeling around and there's no parachute and you're going to die in the next several minutes.
This is when you need Tom Cruise to come in, rescue you.
So you wouldn't try to do parachuting on your own. Also, if you were to Google it, you wouldn't Google the cheapest parachuter. You'd Google someone that's done many jumps.
You pay the money; it's worth it.
Yes. Now
it's an investment in helping secure your life.
Exactly. Yes. But so the biggest financial investment you're ever going to make is buying a property.
Mm-hmm.
That's the fact of it. For 99% of the people here, right?
Yep.
That's the biggest investment you're going to make. So if you're going to do the biggest investment of your life, let go of your ego and don't think you're the expert, and get someone that's really good at doing it. Now, what do I mean by really good at doing property? Not someone that's done a course and has got a certificate, right? Because pieces of paper aren't worth the paper they're written on. What you need is someone that's got real life experience. Not doing it themselves, but also doing it for other people. And that's
Absolutely.
one area that we're good at, because I mean, I've actually over the last 20 years have helped over 3,500 people successfully invest in property. I literally do this every week.
Yeah.
I've done $3.5 billion worth of property deals. So
Yeah.
I've literally done more property deals than anyone in Australia when it comes to individual residential real estate,
Yeah. Absolutely.
right? So that's the sort of person you want. Someone like me, or someone that's done 10,000. If there's anyone out there that's done that, I don't think so.
And look, property is not. If it was easy, everyone would be doing it. It's not easy. And if it was, the thing is that we're not taught any of this stuff in schools. I mean, I've spoken to people going, "Oh yeah, I want to invest in property. I'm going to get my real estate license." That doesn't teach you how to invest in property.
It teaches you how to sell a property. Real
It's
estate agents,
exactly.
they know nothing about
But
investment.
even
All they know
even
is how to sell a property.
but even the real estate course, you don't even get told how to sell property. It's more just the property management side and
Well, no,
all
they
that kind of
teach
stuff.
you how to do leaflet drops and how to find people to sell their house and things like that.
Correct.
And
Absolutely.
I mean, in the real estate course, they teach you how to walk around a house and go, this is the bedroom, this is the kitchen. Now, I don't consider that selling. People know what a kitchen is, what a bedroom is.
Exactly.
I hate when you're looking at a property and the real estate agent's like, and this is the spare room, and this is the lounge. Thank you,
Absolutely.
Sherlock. I didn't realise it was a lounge room. I live in a cave. I thought it was a bloody
Yeah,
jacuzzi.
absolutely.
Anyway,
Absolutely.
so to keep yourself safe, one, you really want to get the right mentor. Two, you want to get the right strategy. This is where strategy comes in handy. You really want to get the strategy right, because it's very, very important to get the right strategy.
Absolutely. Well,
You want
that's
a tried and
the
tested strategy.
backbone of the property, and doing
You want
it.
a tried and tested strategy. That's what you want. Very, very important.
Tried and tested. Absolutely.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
mean, I think that's that's the reason I joined the program. When I joined, because I'd known that you'd done it so many times, and it was tried and tested.
Well,
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. You were doing it, and it kept
well-
working. Rinse and repeat. Rinse and repeat.
Well, I'll tell you what, with over 3,500 investors that I've helped, I've experienced every challenge you could think of, and I found the answer to it. You name it, we've done it, we've experienced it, we've overcome it. So we've got systems and processes in place. No matter what thing that Murphy's Law can throw anything at you, and I've seen it before. I've done it before.
We've seen some crazy stuff. We've seen some crazy stuff come through, but we've
No,
definitely
well,
sorted it out.
the thing is, what happens quite often is you'll get a curveball, and you get these all the time. And if someone hasn't got experience, that curveball could cost you hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Hundreds of thousands.
And I literally in 5, 10, 20 minutes, whenever we've got clients that have got challenges when they're buying property, I go in there and save them 100, 200 grand with just 15, 20 minutes of looking at the deal with my team and working out how to fix it.
That's it.
That's what I do. I fix deals. Now, I'm so successful at fixing deals that not one of our clients ever lost money in the last 20 years.
Yeah, I know. That's such a
2,500 people, which is pretty awesome.
success rate. It's the best. But we're calculated, and we do step by step. We don't, we make sure we go through all the steps.
But even then, some people do some silly things, and
That's
luckily, when I find out, I fix it, and that's done.
Absolutely. And that's what it's all about. And, that comes down to the fact of being around the right community as well. People.
Having the circle of safety and team of experts that, think about this.
You can bounce off all these amazing people who are expertise in all their areas. It's fantastic.
Well, people that are really wealthy and rich, when they're tackling a challenge, they've got a team of experts, the best of the best, right?
Yep.
And what we've got the team when it comes to property. You name it, we've got them all. Property managers, we've got financial planners, tax, accountants, lawyers, you name it. Now, the thing is, having one or two experts is good, and having a team of experts okay. But if you've got a team of experts that know each other and know how the system works, it's like the difference between having a football team that's been playing together for the last 5 years compared to a bunch of people got together and played football. Makes a big difference because
Absolutely.
the team that have been playing football together for the last 10 years, they can get the ball over the line easily. Now,
Yeah.
if you get a bunch of experts that don't know each other, a bunch of good football players that don't know each other, they're not going to be able to win many games without having the experience of working together.
No,
And that's the big
absolutely
difference.
not.
And most people don't have that team because you don't need a team that big. I do. I've got that team, and all our clients get the team of experts that know how to play ball and can share and get goals.
And that comes with experience. I mean, how many years has it taken you to get the right people to create that circle of safety around you and give you that amazing safety net?
Well, the fact of it is, I've found accountants that know actually how to account and save money. I've found finance, mortgage managers, brokers that can actually get loans, financial planners that can keep you safe. The thing is, most people out there are just very average and not up to my standard because you've got to have very high standards.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's what you need for sure, 100%.
Yeah, but I'm going in tomorrow and putting an offer on another property.
Yay.
Deal.
Just get straight back in there. One offer goes, boom, jump out in.
The thing is, you can't make money out of property if you don't have any. And I'm not going to let a setback of a dodgy property deal set me back. Just getting back in there, got another property tomorrow, already negotiated.
Love it. That's exciting.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm doing the deal tomorrow at 3 p.m.
Awesome.
I've explained to him, I said, look, it better be clear. No caveats, no nothing on there.
That's it. Someone just put a little thing in. I'm not sure. Can you bring that up?
A team of champions won't be a champion team. I think that's right. Exactly. Yeah. You need to be a team.
Absolutely.
That's right. Exactly.
And so I think one of the best things you can do, and if we just kind of reach out, maybe we can do, maybe put a copy of George's book, perhaps.
Yeah, if anyone wants a copy of my book, type in #book, free book, because it's free.
Yep, #free book.
Yep, type in #free book right now, and we're going to get it to you. Now, I'm doing something special next week.
What are you doing next week?
Okay, so if you want to tune in, next week's the time to come and join the Australian Property Investors and come live, because next week, what I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be going into our private group and going live out of our private group with our members.
Wow, that's exciting. Woohoo. We get a little inside peek into the tribe, the Freedom Fighters tribe.
Mark said, are the Circle Safety independent? Yes, they are. And yes, definitely. They're not employed by me. No.
They're experts. They run their own businesses.
You've got some companies, they've got a one-stop shop where they employ everyone. That takes a lot of money and it's hard. I've got mostly independent people in the Circle of Safety because that way they can run their business and they can help us as well. So it's a win-win. But yeah, so exciting next week that we're going to go in and go deep and actually uncover what we're doing inside our Circle of Safety.
Love it. That's really exciting. Get a little sneaky. Cool. We like a little sneaky peek occasionally to see what and we've got some amazing members in there.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm thinking. I think it's going to be great. And I think, we're going to talk to our clients about it tonight because we're going to our private group now. I'm going to talk to the private group and say, guys, we're not going to be private next week. So just, be careful what you say at the beginning because what we're going to do is we're going to start our session live and then halfway we're going to go private and just give people a taste of what we do.
Yeah, perfect. That's awesome. And that just gives you a lovely insight into, being around the right community. It comes back to that fact as well, the 5 people you hang out with are your biggest influences. So you want to be hanging around the right people and having the right community, the right tribe. That's all a part of that safety net. Because look, it can be it's pretty scary out there trying to be an investor by yourself. So much nicer when you can bounce off other people. You've got a circle of safety. You've got great people. You've got other members, and you're all meshing. We're vibing here.
Well, look, it's very exciting when you watch other people that are crushing it, you know, because we've got certain members that are crushing it and really doing extremely well, and they're leading the pack, and then everyone else is trying to catch up, and it's motivating for everyone. It's great.
Yeah, absolutely. And even when people start on the program and they see other members who have started and they're doing stuff, it just motivates them to go, wow, if they can do it, we can do it. This is great.
Well, the thing is, I mean, we've been getting so many people join every single week lately.
No, it's been crazy.
I mean, tonight we're going to meet a lot of new members, which we meet every Thursday night.
Yes,
It's going to be
correct.
exciting.
Absolutely.
And we're going to welcome them, and it's going to be fun. And you're going to welcome with me because you being our enrollment officer, it's going to be great that you get to see it. Okay, let's go.
It's been great.
Get out of the group. Thank you, everyone.